Dodged the wolves 2 episodes ago. Did not dodge the wolf in the last one, even though I shot it in the chest. But that's mostly neither here nor there. Still a bit salty, though. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of the Long Dark in our Against All Odds series, where I apparently left my cooking skillet here. Although I think that's because I have 2. Yes? Yes, I do have 2. Let's go ahead and leave that here. See, it pops onto, when you move it, it pops onto the stove the same way it would if you were taking it out of the radial menu. It's frustrating that that's not on the radial menu yet, but anyway. Let's go ahead and repair some of the stuff that was damaged, because we need to. And then we will be heading back down towards the maintenance shed. A little bit of extra work to do. Does look like a decent amount of damage was done to my clothing. Also a little bit of extra exploring to do too. Alright, let's make sure, yeah, I'm nowhere close to starving. But with the calorie consumption working the way that it's working in this particular season, you can't be too careful. You literally can't. Alright, let's, well, I think I'd rather repair my flight jacket. Oh wow. It's going to cost me 2 leather just to repair that. You know what? No. That is not worth it. I think I'm happy with my stuff as is. Let's see what I'm carrying and what I might be able to drop. I can read this book for the rifle shooting skill. I can also eat a ton of stuff, if I'm being honest. So let's go ahead and do that. Because at least this will lower my encumbrance somewhat. I still have a ton of porridge that I cooked. It's generally... We have a lot of good food. This maple syrup is not going to last much longer. That makes me sad. I might want to go ahead and consume that just to do so while I still can. Alright, so that's going to top off the stomach. Okay. So I can read this book. It's going to take 5 hours. Probably a good idea to drink some water beforehand. Actually, 4. I forgot. See, it's been so long since I've read a rifle skill manual that I forgot it's just 4 for those. That's handy. All right, so now that's just combustible, and I can drop it. Thank God. We have a green maple sapling, which needs to be left out to cure in a few places, but I also have a lot of rose hips. If I go ahead and prepare some of those, that could be useful. I'm pretty encumbered. Mainly just due to all the tools that I'm carrying. Normally I would, you know, sort of eschew the flashlight and throw it away, not care about it. I am carrying the extra survival bow, which is not necessary. Makes me sad to drop it, but that's okay. That decision has to be made. Yeah, it's really the rifle and the revolver. So we need to find a moose, basically, is the moral of this story. So, yeah, I think the next best thing that I can do is just prepare as many of these as I possibly can. So rose hips, that's a lot. That's going to take... Oh, wow. That's the exact amount that I need to prepare 5. So that's an hour and a half. Not going to take as long as I thought, to be honest. Then reishi mushrooms, let's go ahead and prepare those. I have a number of acorns as well that I've been holding off on preparing. Also that burdock root. Might as well get that done. That's a snack in and of itself. No matter what we do, we're going to be more encumbered than we'd like. Alright, so there's that. And where are the acorns? Prepared acorns, there we go. Alright, so these will take 2 hours if I do them all. Let me just drink a little bit first, and then I should be able to do that. I doubt that this will improve my encumbrance that much, but I've got to... Oh, I was really hoping that mouse wheel would work there, but it doesn't. Sad day. So that's all of the acorns that I've picked up. Starting to get dark. All right, so that helped a little bit. We're now only about 13 pounds encumbered. And I might be able to eat some additional stuff to help with this situation. I probably also have some beverages that I can ingest. I don't know why I use the word ingest there, but I do. I can drink a couple of coffees. And that would help not only with hunger and thirst, but also with energy, given that I've just been doing so much during this particular day. So, okay, let's head back out. Now, of course, we might have an aurora on our hands. We'll need to be careful. I haven't checked these cars yet, so now would be a good time to do so. Let me check the bed of the truck, because that is totally a thing. 100% a thing.
Handy.
I'm going to leave those wool mittens. Kind of makes me sad a bit. But oh, hey. Really? Oh. Oh, I think I know where that might be. I think I know where that might be, and it's kind of where I want to go anyway, so that's handy. Very lucky that particular hint was here. Oh, locked trunk. That's a good sign. Okay, marine flare. Alright, let's get moving. It's actually not too dark yet, even though when you judge by the time of day, the sundial, if we want to call it that, it should be quite dark. It's not going to be truly dark for another couple. Thank you so much for that, Jennifer. That was useful information. I now know something that I didn't before that's going to help me survive, thanks to your astute commentary. It's dusk, everybody. It's dusk. And what that means is that night will soon be here, because if you didn't know this, night comes after dusk. Just like day comes after dawn. Oop. I hear an aurora. It's kicking off nice and quick. So we might be shooting an aurora wolf in the face very shortly. We're not cold at the moment, which is nice. I think I heard an aurora. Yo, oh yeah. Oh yeah, 1000%. We got an aurora. I'm loving this aspect of the series. The frequent auroras. Okay, need to cross here. And then veer up this direction. Yeah, so the likelihood of 1 or 2 aurora wolves up here is actually pretty good. But I also think that the memento cache that I just received a key to, I think it's up here. I think it is. I might be wrong. I might be. But we'll find out. As I recall, the wolf is not really on this side of the bridge. It tends to be more on the far side of the bridge, or at least closer to the bridge. Oh, I did forget to pick up those shells that I fired, but that's okay. We'll have plenty more ammunition, including more shells to drop. Obviously, I've been so accustomed to just having the revolver for a while that just... Hang on. Let me check up here, because I want to check like nooks and crannies like this to see if potentially the memento caches are like here, as opposed to in an actual cave. Because it does seem like it's... Yeah, it's not actually marking a cave. It's just showing... I don't know. I might be completely wrong about the cache being up here. But I wanted to at least come up here and explore. But yeah, I'm so accustomed to having the revolver that, like... Having a firearm again that ejects its shells immediately. I've just forgotten. Alright, so no sign of any wolves yet. I do see a prop deer. That's nice, I suppose. Shouldn't look a gift prop deer in the mouth. Okay, so... wolf... increasingly likely, starting now. Not sure where, but... Oh, hi, Ptarmigan. I'm very tempted to kill one of you right now, but given that I'm going to be traveling through wolf-infested areas in just a moment, and I really don't want to get jumped too hard by this Aurora wolf that I feel like is going to be right in front of me in a few seconds, I'll worry about you later. Alright, there's the wolf. Alright, so this is interesting. Doesn't actually look aurorified yet, although that might change shortly. Maybe a certain amount of time has to pass. Alright. Alright, so the wolf has seen me. I don't have any meat on me, do I? Come on, let's get this over with. Let's get you to flatter ground so you don't do anything like your friend in Season 7 did. Not aurorified yet, interestingly enough. Still warm enough at the moment, which is nice. Again, we do have the world getting colder at the same rate that it does in Interloper, even though the temperature at the moment is a little bit more forgiving. So even though I'm really like comfy now, I think one thing that might happen later, even with all this fancy man-made clothing and the high-level items I'm likely to find, like expedition parkas and so forth, and the mucklucks that I'm already wearing, the gauntlets that I'm likely to find, for example. One of the things that might happen is I'll get used to being comfortable, used to having what I need, and then the game will go, watch this, and all of a sudden make it colder, especially in the more outlying zones that we'll travel to eventually. My objective for now is to focus on Signal Void, so I'm kind of making my way in that direction, but I want to explore everywhere while I am on the way, and just experience the full map of the Long Dark. Also, look around for some prepper caches, you know? Because they're all over the place now. You never know where you might find one. See, there's a part of me that's tempted to go up here, because there's an acorn tree, at least. But maybe there's even a prepper cache up here, you know? If you look around a bit, you might find one. This seems like an obvious location for one of the new ones to have been placed. Maybe. Okay, so this is just a cliff. Nothing hidden up here. Lovely night, though. Interesting. I'm noticing... Notice how it's slightly off color from the rest of the snow? I wonder what causes the dark acorn patches. Kind of had some open thinking about that towards the end of the last... Actually, earlier in this series, come to think of it, is because we were leaving Forsaken Airfield, weren't we? But it also happened in Season 7, and I wonder why. Because you can tell these are slightly... They're colored slightly differently. Okay, so this is going to be interesting because there's a climbing rope at the end of this particular walk that I'm on right now. Also potentially another wolf. But if I'm going to make it down this area, it's not going to be by using a rope. It's going to be by just Skyriming down one particular ledge. That's just a fact of life at this point. So... You can literally see the moon moving through the sky there, slowly but surely, relative to the treetops. It's especially noticeable when I'm moving forward, because it accentuates the movement a bit. It might even be more noticeable when I move backwards. Hang on. No, it's more noticeable when I move forward. Okay. Oh, I guess I might as well grab that too while I'm here. Okay, now I think there is, on the left-hand side here, I think there is an area where you can go down successfully. I think I used this before, potentially in Season 7, but I just don't remember. So we're going to find out real soon. Really? Are you that determined? Okay. I might have to shoot that wolf in a second. Oh, I missed him coming out from the left-hand side there. This might not be the ledge to shoot him from. I mean, I don't mind getting down to the ground and shooting him either. That's fine. Alright, that's a hit, but not a kill. Another hit. Nice. Rifle 2. Alright, so, I mean, surely he'll die now. It seems reasonable to expect at this point that that wolf will die. Okay. Nice. Glad to have the rifle firearm boost, though. Alright, so let's step over here. If you're wondering why I'm not going for skinning of animals, recall that on these loot tables, the best items are actually better than a lot of the animal skin items. Doesn't mean that I won't eventually go for skinning some animals for various reasons. Like, for example, we're working on the ptarmigan, for reasons already discussed. But there's just not as much reason to, like, go for animal skin stuff as soon as possible as we've seen in the more Interloper level runs. The purpose of this playthrough is not to make things as hard as possible. It's instead to explore the world, learn some of the new systems in a more, I should say, in a less intense setting. It's not necessarily about, like, more relaxation. It's about, I know I've framed it that, oh wow, that was terrifying. Let's go ahead and step in the back. I keep forgetting that this door is accessible to me. I always I think I assume that it's not going to be. But as I recall, I don't think I've fully searched this area here. So I think it's time for that. Let's see what I can get away with here. All right, there's a baseball cap. Oh yeah. There's still a lot to be searched. Haven't even done anything here. And to tell you the truth, I don't even need to use... I don't know why I'm using this. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I have a flashlight. Let's use that as a means to find things. Okay, there's another flashlight. Don't care. One thing I can definitely get is some water from this toilet. Delicious. Totally unspoiled, safe to drink water. I wouldn't be surprised if they changed that eventually, before the Long Dark's development concluded. If they just finally went, you know what, does it really make sense that all of these beverages, whether it's the water in the toilets or like the coffee in the microwave, does it really make sense that all of these should be just drinkable, potable, with no problem whatsoever? I don't think it makes sense. Let's change that. I could just see them doing that. Yes, I'm ignoring the spray paint. Alright, so there's a car battery. Looks like some dog food out on the end of this particular... I remember that car battery. I don't know if that's the same one that I saw in the previous season. Alright, I do have a lot of things stored here. In particular, I have the peanut butter. I'm going to go ahead and pick these up because I don't want to leave them behind. That does mean I'm going to be more encumbered while I'm walking around here. There's that stump remover. I'm not going to worry about it. I will open this locker. Fishing tackle. Decent ski gloves. Nice. I actually think those might be... They're not gauntlets, but I think they might be the closest thing to gauntlets, if I recall correctly. So right now I'm wearing work gloves. If I put on the ski gloves... Oh yeah, those are better in a couple of ways. Let me go ahead and repair those and see what happens. I could fail. That's one thing that could happen. Okay, there we go. So now at this point, yeah, let's wear those instead. Those are absolutely better. And we just hit mending level 2. Thank God. Okay, I need my flashlight back, please. Let's finish searching this area, because God knows I have not searched enough. Those extra flares, nothing there. Tomato soup in the fridge, let's not leave that. Anything in the microwave? Yup, cup of herbal tea in the microwave. That's 100% potable with no problems, as discussed previously. Oh man. Alright, let's open this fridge. Have a look in here. Don't see anything. I also don't think I've searched the office. So there's that. And we know also that chopping up these crates in here could actually lead to more benefits. The heavy hammer is that, yeah, it's there. It's just barely visible. So I could use it to break up some of the acorns that I have. And I can use that for like acorn pancakes and such. I'm going to go ahead and pick some stuff up. I am going to be very slow walking around for a bit. That's just because the next time I leave here, I'm not likely going to be coming back. Oh, hello. That's a replacement fuse that's just hanging out. Okay, I need to walk around that particular wire, so we're going to creep through here. 2 car batteries, dang. And I bet you there's one in one of the, like, under the hoods of one of these vehicles in here, too. The game is being very nice to me with the car batteries here. I'm not going to worry about the... Actually, I will worry about the work gloves. Give me those, because I can harvest them for leather. That way I can feel a little bit better about repairing my aviator's jacket. I'll leave the scrap metal for now. I think I'm likely to find plenty of scrap metal closer to the towers that I need to repair. Okay. Still have a lot to explore. A lot to uncover. Alright. No battery there. Okay. So there's that. That's just a clipboard. Don't need a hacksaw. I'll take the replacement fuses. God, those sparks are making me nervous. They're so... like, they seem like they're so close, you know? Metal container here. Almost missed that. Alright, I can chop up this cardboard box. It'll take, with the hunting knife that I found, 16 minutes. Alright, just a tinder plug, nothing else in it. That, however, will not be the case when I go up here. Oh, also, I don't think I've searched this yet, have I? Actually, I think I did. I think I came over here and I looked. Oh, no, I didn't. I stepped up to it when I was leaving here earlier, but I don't know if I searched. It might have been intentional because I knew that I still had to search this whole place, so I was just waiting to do it all at once. That's my guess, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, so moment of truth. Let's go ahead and start breaking up some of these crates, because this is where some of the good stuff was previously. None of the good stuff here, though. Oh, the Aurora just ended. That's inconvenient. The flashlight should still be charged, right? It'll just deplete pretty quickly. And, I mean, we've seen the auroras come and go multiple times in a night already on these settings, so there's a very good chance it'll come back in a few minutes. Although I might not still be recording this episode in a few minutes, so we'll see. Alright, last place to check. I am thoroughly encumbered, mainly due to the wood of, like, all the wood I picked up from chopping things up. Okay. Interesting. There's actually nothing here. That's rare. I feel like the Loper loot table is usually is more generous, you know, for that particular area. That's fascinating. I was not expecting to find nothing there. But okay. Next order of business is to check the stuff outside. Alright, so we're going to go around this way to avoid that wire. I fully expect, like, the Aurora is going to come back. I feel like that's almost a guarantee. It's going to come back. Okay, so I have searched some of this area here, but I don't know that I looked around in here. Oh, maybe I did. Maybe I did. I didn't check that drawer. You can tell I'm, like, more relaxed with my scavenging, and I'm walking around encumbered everywhere because I'm finding drawers that I skipped next to drawers that I didn't, which is weird for me. But you can just tell it's, like, the increased loot volume has changed my approach already. It's very interesting. Alright, let's step back inside. We'll probably still have some sparking, I would guess. Oh, no, it's over. One of the really interesting things about... Oh, wait, did I do it again? I put my light away. I didn't need to do that. There we go. Oh! It's completely drained. Now that the Aurora is fully ended, there's no battery left. It just went from 100 to 0 that quickly. What I was about to say is one of the things that I think will be really interesting is walking around places like this with the Aurora settings as they are, because the Auroras come and go, so there's this tendency of, you know, the typical player, no matter how experienced, to kind of go, okay, well, the Aurora's over, it's safe to walk over all these wires now. 2 minutes later, the Aurora comes back. Player immediately dies. The wires probably won't kill me right away, I would guess, on these settings, but it would hurt a lot. It would burn. I'd be unhappy about it. Okay, let's...
I'd eat snow if the hypothermia wouldn't kill me.
I'm going to drop that coal. let's put the lantern away. And now this is a good opportunity to chop up. Well, first of all, let's drop all that. And also, I have the saplings here that, I don't know. I've got some curing, but I kind of want to leave these here because it's just reaching a point where I'm carrying too much. I have some lead on me. That's another thing that I might need to leave for later. But I might lug that a little bit closer to Bleak Inlet before I drop it somewhere. Maybe I'll take it into Forlorn Muskeg, and if I can find my way towards the cave, like I'll leave some stuff there that I could potentially use for metal in the future, or for gunsmithing. Like any metallic objects, I'll just leave right there. Okay, let's go ahead and harvest these work gloves. Oh, also, let me make sure that I've eaten. Yeah. Clearly important. Sort by condition. We're going to take the rest of that maple syrup while we can. We're going to take this tomato soup while we can. That's not a meme. I'm just kidding. It's a meme. Not going to get food poisoning from that. Let's go ahead and enjoy these last few crude bannocks. And you can tell that they take a bite out of my thirst meter every time I eat one of those. And I'm also going to go ahead and enjoy these pancakes. And then we're going to enjoy that orange soda. So we're losing a little bit of encumbrance here, thankfully. Eat a few more bannocks. And now I frankly just need to sleep. Let's go ahead and get the lantern back out and find our way back towards the bed. And this, I believe, is a pretty good stopping point. I need to sleep for a while. I also need to make sure I drink all that water. But when I wake up, it should be in the middle of the day, and I should have an opportunity right at the beginning of the next episode to sort of... I'll do a bit of inventory management, but we'll head straight out. Yeah, these are... Oh, wow. 49% cured. Not bad. We'll head straight out for the Forlorn Muskeg and hopefully not run into a bear this time. Let's see. Let's drink some water and then get some sleep. And that'll be the end of it. Let's say 10 hours. And there we go. Again, we'll wake up. It'll be nice and bright. Hopefully the weather will be decent and stay decent while I prepare for an exodus from Broken Railroad. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes drop every day but Wednesday at 1 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome, so leave your thoughts below, and I'll see you next time.